Welcome to another reading, friends. I hope you've been well. Downloads coming in for you. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning friend, welcome back. It's always a pleasure to host. Mm, I like where this is going. Yeah, if any of this resonates, make sure to make your presence known. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you've yet to do so already. You're welcome to come again. Friend, look at this. Soul alignment and shadow work. Let's look at this column. That's heavy content right there. Center column has synchronicity flow. So some of you are getting hit with back to back synchronicities. Synchronicity flow is when this it becomes a stream of incoming information. hmm You've seen the numbers, you've seen the signs, the signals, and it comes in with energetic overflow. So this is something that's coming in abundance. You being given a heads up or just confirmation of all these back to back synchronicities you've been experiencing and how it's picked up. Well, that's because the energy around you has picked up. It's an overflow of it. So you're seeing more and more of the signs because the energy's there. The synchronicities are simply responding to the energy, the energetic overflow. Far left column says high vibe action. I know that's right. And it came out with faith activation. We saw that in the last spread. That's a big deal. You're spiritual. Somebody stepping into like, yeah, genuine divine flow within and without, inside out. Mm. Number wise, dates I see October 3rd is significant. October in general, March in general, July, August, July again, and May. Zodiac wise, I see Sagittarius, Libra, Taurus, Cancer, Leo, Cancer, and Taurus. Okay, so these seasons or placements, zodiac wise, may be significant. Okay, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or North Node. Hmm. Somebody is absolutely on their way. Like this is crazy. Like the flow is like describing the pace of your chariot now. Y'all on the freeway. This isn't you putting it in reverse, slowly backing it out the parking space, creeping to the stop sign, getting to the red light. No, not that. This is the freeway. You flowing. Okay? There's good fortune around your journey. Excellent fortune. 10 is the excuse me. 10 is the wheel of fortune. This is a very strong pace. It is a very solid, established flow. This trajectory you're on. Okay? Because only the chariots moving the fastest and run into and throw off the most wind, the most turbulence. So that should explain some of the discomforts. That was just turbulence, but it's only turbulence because you got that much motion. Mm. To have the chariot energy over here on top of this Hierophant in number 5, that's crazy. It's like It's like a quickening. You know what I'm saying? A quantum leap, something. Someone's really doing a lot on their journey. February 6th, June 2nd, January 6th, June 1st. Purpose clarity. That's back again. Mm. Somebody's gotten or is getting very clear on what their look at that timeline jumping. Yeah, someone's getting very clear on what their direction is, where their treasures are, what it's going to take to remove, get around the blockages. Yeah, someone's getting real clear on what they're supposed to be doing, based on their soul's their purpose. Mm, soul expansion. Wow. Wow. I don't even know what to say, friend. These are really, really big shifts. That's why it was so uncomfortable. This is huge. And especially the moment right before you break out, when you're the most cramped and uncomfortable as you're going to be in your tiny previous timeline. The most cramped until you break out. You done broke out, baby. And now y'all. I can hear Aretha Franklin. We gonna be riding on the freeway of love, something, something. I don't know what the heck is the name of the song. Pink Cadillac. Duh, it's Pink Cadillac. Let me out. So you're gonna be riding on the freeway of love in a pink Cadillac. Man, what is really happening right now? Vibes. Somebody's vibing. And this is the huge measurable difference because you're jumping entire timelines. And not just moseying, this is an energetic leap. In the 12 days of Christmas when they say 10 lords are leaping and they do like some Russian split midair. Yeah, this is what your jump, your timeline jump looks like. Hmm. Anybody who know anything about cheerleading, yeah, they used to be like the jump. If you could pull that off real smooth like with some power, yeah, stripes. Stripes. A little spring in there, but it looks simple, but it takes a lot of power to do it. And this is the reading that's letting you know, friend, you're exerting a lot of power right now. So if you felt tired, it isn't because you're just some slime ball wasting around. Like it's because you crank out. You cranking. Hmm. Powerful, powerful horses race hard. You know what I'm saying? They may make it look easy. We make it look easy, but when you crash out, boy, don't you? Yeah, being involuntarily jumping rims like because you're a high performance divine being. Facts. Look at that high vibe action. You're a high performance divine being. If you look at this 61 reverse at 16, that's the goddamn tower. That's the tower energy, friend. Boom. Mm. Enough boom to shake, shatter, shift, and jump whole timelines. Soul expansion just so happens to have the death and transformation energy on it when you reduce 6 and 7 down together. 13. You have reincarnated in real time. Mm, Look at what's on the bottom of the deck, friend. Number 64. Divine confidence. Very important. You navigate through a simulation that always wants you to question your connection to the divine. Always. Even if you are as spiritual as they come, There is a dark attachment that their assignment is to find a vessel that's gonna try to delegitimize your divinity, your spiritual practice, your beliefs, etc. The thing is, though, friend, is that even in instances where you are totally mistaken about this or that, even that is a part of your divinity, the evolution of it. There is no other being, flesh bound, that has any say over how you qualify for access to your own divinity. That's bogus. So, confidence, my friend. I remember being a part of a community at one point in time where people would do silly things like even try to make you question the way you set up your altar, your sacred space. Wow. Like, excuse me, I didn't ask for an interior decorator to talk to my own ancestors. Who are you? Who do you think you are? All the way from the sideline. So, stay firm on your square, okay? Respect your own walk. It's yours. They don't even have a right to have an opinion, like an influential opinion. They don't. They don't get to tell you, no, you don't do this, you do that. No, that's not your head. This is your head. Excuse me, what? See, that's why I'm not fit for it, but I'm a different being. And I'm only talking to the others who obviously are tuned for this particular frequency. Y'all are the sacred sovereigns. Look at this faith activation, soul expansion. What I say, you're reincarnating in real time, friend. Mm. Timeline jumper. You did your shadow work. Some of you had deep wounds to address. I'm hearing mother issues. I know it's all kinds, but the heaviest burden for most of you was that mother issue. Yeah, but here you are, activated in your faith, confident in your divinity, and on a mission of actions that are high vibrational only, with high vibe action there. You're in the flow, babe. You are in the flow. Okay, let's have some tarot here. Look at this slippery one. Look at that dress that bustles. Three of Wands, friend. Onward and upward. That's the vibe. That's you watching your ships come in because it's time. Remember, we do have the Wheel of Fortune energy there. It's divinely timed. Divinely timed around your activation, your expansion, your shadow work. Reina de Espadas, that is the Queen of Swords. Truth speaker. Now, mind you, we're putting this on purpose. Clarity. Court card comes out as it pertains to mental clarity. This is someone who's clear on what their faith and their divinity is about. Okay, what their internal journey. Now, of course, we all have a part of the mission that talks about what we contribute back to the collective consciousness. But this particular spread is focusing mostly on your internal, your inner expansion, if you will. Wow, Rey de Copas. Look at that. Mm, the King of Cups. Again, somebody is extremely tapped in. Extremely tapped in. Because this is your mental clarity here, and then there is your intuition there. This is about actual, like intelligence of conscious sort, and then more of a subconscious sort with the copas. Um, mm, my scalp tingling, y'all. This is big. Somebody's extremely tapped in, basically, while I'm getting swept away in all this high vibe, energetic overflow y'all got going on. Almost took me away. Look at here. Ocho de oros. Mastery. Mastery. Do you hear me? You are on a journey where you are mastering your feelings, your thoughts, and your feelings, your head over your heart. You've mastered this. Very, very impressive, friend. You've cracked the code. Simulation got nothing for ya. Look at there. Look at there. Of course. Of course. Look at this. Look at this. These are the last two cards I'm going to line up over here. But as I'm telling you, I'm like, yes, yes, your brilliance. You're tapped in straight to source. And here you are. These are all cards that I feel are gateways directly to the highest of high, within and without. Your own highest divinity. Your own highest divinity. And then the highest divinity of consciousness you're tapped into on the collective scale. Look, La Sacerdotisa, the High Priestess. El Ermitaño, the Hermit. Jewel, these are people who you sought out jewels in the depths, and you maintain, and you're a keeper of these jewels as well. You take care of them. So, friend, this sounds like spirit and the universe are basically oh, look at this bottom of the deck. Le Imperator. You're a made man or a made woman. Divine on a divinity scale though. Let's not get it twisted. We're talking about ascended stuff. This goes beyond what the earthly 3D realm can even capture. You're a sacred being on 2 feet. Reincarnating in real time. Actual reincarnation, my friend. Mm. Air sign energy. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, of course, Cups is water. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. El ermitaño is Virgo. La sacerdotisa. That is, who child? That's Taurus. Brain fart. All right, so this is this is like an award ceremony for you guys. It feels like it's been coming through lately. The universe giving you the nod, and yes, we acknowledge this your divinity because you acknowledge it within yourself. It's always been there. You finally gotten past certain portions of the 3D simulation where you can still see your own halo. hmm And you're starting to move and operate as someone who has a halo. But look at this. That daggone simulation you're in is governed by those. And that is why you're being given such honor, my friend, for being able to maintain your sacred connection to the divine. All right? Take up a new hobby is out here. Mm. So this is some or one of the ways that those past dark attachments are going to try to reel you back in when you are being productive and on your study. Come on, let's go. Let's go do something. And it's not going to be a one time thing this time around as it pertains like, oh, let me take you to lunch. It's going to be, let's start a thing together so that there is a tie that binds in a way. Someone, it feels, wants to distract you from this particular level of your ascension. Full moon is out here. So they will be getting busy around that time. Be on be on alert. Mm. I just heard they want you to believe that they're caring, but they are a savage. When I saw the mountains, I immediately heard they're savage. But this is also on the flip side and the most important side, talking about how your shift, your full blossoming, okay? You're shifting from affiliating with dark attachments to taking up your own new hobby, your own new timeline, and going full bloom with it has led you to the heights of what is caring and compassionate interactions, peaceful and prosperous existences. It's showing you the shift. Started from the bottom, now we're here type energy. You know? Mm, Look at this, still waters. Peace, baby. The UK is in the building. I hope you are well over there, you guys. This is also talking about destination possible for someone, as well as origins. This may just be a research thing, hun. You don't actually have to be trying to go somewhere and book yourself a plane ticket. It may just be a scroll on night when you're ready to scroll. You know what I'm saying? You may want to look into the UK and maybe a jewel over there for you. This card is talking about someone who, the person that this dark attachment is gonna, has been trying to tempt to come your way. It is a very weak-minded or impressionable Pisces that they're referring to. Okay, but just keep that in mind. Yeah, tender kisses is what you're getting. Actual tender kisses on your new timeline. Wow, look at this. Germany is now on the menu. Wait, Europe in the building hard. What's going on? I mean, what do we have? Wow. Okay, so now we're in Africa. Okay, something's going on here, yeah. Mm. Get somewhere and sit down. Yeah. This is a peaceful life you're stepping into. Mess free and stress free. Grass look greener because it's fake. Mm. That may be the doubts people have about where you're going, but that. See, this is what I'm saying. This kind of stuff are the kind of things that are meant to test your divine confidence. When people say things like this about you, about what you're doing, about how you're living now, your wholesomeness, your direction, like your intent, your this is the vibration that you're on. And some people, of course, people who are on stuff like this still, they're not going to want to believe it. They're going to say that you're being fake. But you genuinely do have peace. You done got somewhere and sat down. Okay? You done got somewhere and tapped in. You growing up. You're still growing up. Look at that. That's all it is over there. Don't worry about them though. You out the way. Cause you're way way up. Uh-huh. Taurus season or the placement is significant. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node. Mm. Scorpio, you on the table now. Ooh, they saying not great things about you. Or Scorpio, they're saying that you have someone who backstabbed you. You know who you are. Mm. Oh yeah. So they oh my gosh, the little weasel that's trying to undermine you is saying this is the kind of stuff they're saying. But your spirit team only wants you to know about this so that you can, again, remain standing firmly on your square. Understand the valley of the shadow of that you're about to walk through. And that's all. You still stroll on through, but just know your surroundings. Be mildly aware. Um, these things may come face to face with you for some of you soon, and you don't deserve to be blindsided. Northeast energy here. Something about IAT. Who that's for? Victory. Wow. Over all of that stuff. Poop crews and they being fake and all that old mess that they talking about. Cause they got those dark attachments. Yeah, you stay up on your new hobby. Stay shining to the fullest with that full moon energy over there because you have the victory. All right. Yeah. See. So this is mainly for those of you who might possibly still have these people in your energy. They have to go. Look at there. Escape just in time. How about that? Because you have this and you have access to this. You have tapped into your inner divine energy and you now have the authority and the knowledge to tap into divine energy that is around you. You're a whole being. Of course, they're going to talk trash. They're way, way back there. Okay? Houston, you're in the building. Origins or destination is significant for somebody. Louisville, Kentucky, you out here. Mm, mm. There's an alkaline Leo out here. Stay strong, honey. You've got good things coming. Don't worry about those folks. Look at this. Upgrade your diet. Upgrades all around, folks. Southeast. Somebody in the southeastern portion of a city, a state, a country. They talking to you. They said your diet ain't the greatest. It may be good. It may be dang good, but it's still evolving. Upgrades. New York. You're in the building. Mm. What portion of New York is does the Northwest region consist of? What's that? That stuff like Buffalo? I don't know, y'all. I don't be up that way. But whatever portion of New York is in the cities and locales or boroughs or I don't know, that's in the northwestern portion of the state of New York. Yeah, very significant message talking specifically to or about someone there. Look at this. Amazing new beginnings. Like I said, it's gonna be so pretty they're gonna swear it's fake. Mm, but you living on a timeline that's mess free and stress free, remember? Uh-huh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Cosmic courts are ruling in folks' favor right now. That's what's going on. And things getting prosecuted. And that's why you're starting to see the shift, see and feel the shift. Workouts, exertion of power. Okay, somebody in Baltimore is getting that tidbit. Mm. I just heard somebody's boo may be a personal trainer. Crazy. How specific this is getting. There's divine love. Divine love, honey. Y'all got good things coming. Ever since y'all done got away from them riffraff, look at that new divine love. They're serious. Oh, okay, honey. Virgo, you're out here. Mmm. My scalp tingling again. Yeah. Fall equinox shift did something really, really good for you guys. It did. Sweet talker, finessing in progress. Say what now? Y'all watch out for those dark attachments. Watch out for them. Yeah, yeah, this is a heads up. Some of y'all about to pass through another valley of the shadow of death. What's death? Death to the acidic stuff. That's that old news. But you know what I'm saying? You're fortified. You're good. But they still want you to know something uh something is gonna show up just to test your faith. Because your faith has been activated, right? Of course it has to be tested now. So this is just a heads up. There's someone that's gonna be trying to sweet talk you. They probably know you've been serious on your hermit journey. They're gonna try to disorient you. Yep. Because you're in your Ocho de Oros, your Eight of Pentacles, you're mastering yourself. You're mastering what divinity is. And they know you've probably been heavy on your study and out the way and just having reverence for that which is sacred and divine at this time. And they're gonna try to convince you that they're your ticket into having a balanced and sweet life. Oh, it doesn't always have to be work. Come have some tender kisses. They're trying to blur your vision, but they done already told you. They done already told you who the acidic ones are, and you know who they are if they weren't even mentioned here today. Moving on. Look at that. Moving on from this. That's what we're doing. Yeah, that's what everyone's done. Yeah, because this is the only thing that will ever be appropriate for you. hmm The only thing that'll ever be appropriate for you or I. Emperor and Empress. And Emperor is on the bottom of the deck over here, remember? And the Empress energy was mentioned here on the very first set of oracles with that number 3 card. I said someone's on the freeway of love in their pink Cadillac. The destination was the Empress seat. Or the Empress herself. This may be a message to or about an emperor that is en route to his divine feminine. This is about that divine feminine attracting the emperor. This is about how they did it and the types of things that they concern themselves with, which put them on the same frequency and are bringing them together. The ascension is so real, babe. Congratulations. If any of this inspired or resonated, again, you're cordially invited to like, share, or comment, make your presence known. You are also welcome to subscribe. Do come again, okay? Personal readings currently are open if you're interested. You can simply check the description box for my email and send me a request, and I'll be happy to respond with the rates and the process, and we'll go from there. Also, a few trinkets in the TikTok. I keep doing that. I'm never going back to TikTok. See, they're trying to sweet talk me, finesse me back over there. I ain't going, y'all. There are a few trinkets in the YouTube store. YouTube. So, if you want to take a look at those, feel free. I'm still open to ideas. The shop is kind of glitching. I don't know why there are duplicates in there. And for a time, they were showing my products reversed. I know what it is. It's the joints that still keep trying to nip at my heels, but I don't care. I'm going over there and fix it up. But for now, you may see something you like already, okay? All right, till next time, friends. Peace.